Today I'm doing the beauty consumer tag, so if you want to see all my answers to all the questions of this tag, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video we're doing the beauty consumer tag. Now I saw Hannah from Smoky Glow do this video, but the original creator of this video and this tag is 90s Love Child, so I will leave both of their videos linked down below. And also the questions, so if any of you want to answer any of the questions in the comments box, or if any of you have a channel and you want to do this tag, then I will leave all the questions linked down below. But without further ado, let's jump on in and answer the questions to the beauty consumer tag. So there are 13 questions. So question number 1 is, how much do you spend on makeup a month and a year? Now I don't like this tag already. Probably, I want to say maybe about roughly $200 a month, which is way too much money. Way too much money. I feel like I am always getting better at this, but then there comes months like around Black Friday and different things like that where I spend a lot more. Some months I will spend hardly anything. It just varies every single month. Also depends on if I am running out of a lot of things, if there's something that's been released that I'm interested in and how much that is. So it varies quite dramatically month to month. But I would say probably about roughly $200 a month. And then yearly, what's that, like $2,500 each year. But I will say, like, I have this channel which is like a hobby, so not that I buy things specifically for reviewing on my channel, but I also like am studying to be a makeup artist as well, so I'm buying things for my kid as well. But I think $200 isn't that bad. Like, I have a pretty good job. Like, I always make sure. Speaking of how much money we spend, question number 2 is, do you ever feel guilty about how much money you spend on makeup? Yes and no. I kind of feel guilty sometimes about the amount of money I may spend on one particular item, but in terms of how much I spend, not really. I always make sure that my bills are paid for first and that I am putting money away in my savings. So the money I spend is basically always the money that's left over at the end of the month. So, and like I said, some months I spend more, some months I spend less, but I'm never spending money that I don't have. So I'm not going into debt because of makeup, so I don't really feel guilty. Sometimes I feel a bit guilty about the amount that I might spend in one month or in one go, and kind of feel the need to justify it sometimes, but yeah, I don't ever, I guess, feel really guilty about the money I'm spending, because I do really enjoy it and I do use a lot of the makeup that I buy, and I am getting a lot better about not being so impulsive with my purchases. Question number 3 is, do you get FOMO related to makeup releases? And not really. I may get immediate FOMO, but it's very rare that I get FOMO. The release has to be quite special for me to get FOMO about it, and generally I like to kind of think and kind of marinate in my decision whether I'm going to buy it or not. So I'll generally take a little while to make that decision anyway, so not really. No, not really. Question number 4 is, do you purchase or keep items simply because they are limited edition? I don't buy items specifically because they're limited edition. I'll buy an item that's limited edition because I want to buy the item or because I like the item. I do keep limited edition items, but I generally don't declutter my makeup all that much because I like my collection as it is at the moment. There's not really much in my collection or anything, if that I really want to get rid of. Yeah, I like how it is, and limited edition makeup that I have and own I really enjoy using, or like the packaging is really pretty or something like that. Like, there's a particular reason why I'm keeping it. Question number 5 is, would you be willing to pay more money for a sold out product online? And no, 100% not. Particularly as well because a lot of the time those particular items are sold on like eBay or Amazon, and I'm petrified of getting like a dodgy product through like a reseller or a product that was like counterfeited in China or something like that, and then like I get lose my eyesight or I glue my lips together or something like that. So I am usually pretty strict on always kind of buying from a official stockist, just because I'm too scared that I'm going to end up with like a counterfeit product that has like rat shit in it or something like that, and I just think that's absolutely disgusting. So I would rather buy from a legitimate seller, like a authorized restockist, than risk paying more for the product and then potentially having it be like a counterfeit item. Question number 6 is, do you wish you could spend more or less on makeup? Now, I don't know. I'm quite happy with the amount of money that I spend on makeup, so probably less. And I do feel like I'm slowly spending less and less. Like there's a lot less every like week when I do my Wanted or Don't series, which is where I discuss new makeup releases. There's a lot less every single week that I'm interested in. Lately, there's probably been like 1 or 2 things in the last like 2 or 3 weeks that I've been really interested in. So probably spending less, but I would also, on the flip side of that, like to spend more. And when I say I want to spend more, I mean like more in terms of like being able to justify spending like more on shipping, so I could try certain indie brands, different things like that. At the moment, every time I try and buy from some indie brands that charge quite a lot for shipping, there's just something in me that just can't pull the trigger. So I would like to like consciously be happy to spend more in certain senses like that, and also like buying really good makeup brushes and things like that, like equipment. I would like to be happy spending more on better quality products like that, and being happy to spend more on shipping to be able to have access to certain things as well. But on the whole, probably spending less than more, but at the same time I'm happy. That doesn't make any sense. I just contradicted myself completely, but I hope you guys understand. Question number 7 is, do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? And I don't know, yes and no. If I'm interested in something, like if I'm interested or already have my eye on a particular palette, if there's someone that I really trust on YouTube, like if I really trust their opinion, or I know that they are of a similar taste to me, then I will be more inclined to want to buy the particular product. But generally, if I don't already have an interest in the product, I won't want to buy it anyway. And even if the person says it's awesome or great, I probably still wouldn't want to buy it anyway. Number 8 is, do you buy more during the holidays? And 100% yes. I feel like I buy more during the holidays as well. One, because there's like Black Friday sales, there's Cyber Monday sales, there's Boxing Day sales, there's like Christmas sales and lead up to Christmas. So I'm always buying more generally, but a lot of the times it's for other people. Like this year I spent a little bit on myself, but on the whole I spent the most money on other people, and that's because I do really like to like spoil my family. I really like to spoil my husband, my mum, so I generally will spend more money on other people this time of year. And I always kind of save up in the kind of lead up to Black Friday sales. Like I'll always kind of hold off for a month or two. Like if there's something that's been released, I'll generally wait until the Black Friday sales to see if it's going to be on sale, then buy it straight away. And also holiday releases always come out this time of year. So this year I haven't been too bad with the spending in terms of holiday releases, because there hasn't really been all that much that has interested me. But last year, for example, I spent a lot of money this time of year on stuff for myself because there was a lot of holiday releases that I was interested in. So it just depends. It depends like year to year. Number 9 is, have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from family or friends? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't like go out of my way to hide things from like my husband, for example, but like I'll just kind of put it away, and most of the time he doesn't really know about it. But I don't deliberately go out of my way to hide like my makeup purchases from like, it would mainly be my husband. So I don't deliberately go out of my way to hide makeup purchases from my husband, but generally like I usually put things like on my makeup desk, or like away in this room pretty much as soon as like I open it or bring it home. So most of the time he's not seeing it anyway, but I don't deliberately go out of my way to hide it from him. most of the time I actually show him because like I'm excited. I'm usually like, oh, look what I got. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to hide it from him even if I tried. Most of the time he knows what he's getting for Christmas before it's even open because I can't keep the secret. Number 10 is, do you have more than 10 products in your collection that you have not used in over a month? 100%. Easily, probably quadruple that amount. I do try and rotate my makeup as much as I can, but a lot of the time, like if I'm in a rush or I'm busy, I'll just grab for what I know works. But I am trying to make more of an effort of like deliberately sitting down and filming a video with like a makeup palette or an eyeshadow palette that I haven't used in quite a while, just so I am deliberately getting in the habit of using stuff that I haven't touched for a while. And that way, on your side of things, I'm also trying to encourage you guys to grab out the makeup in your collection that you haven't touched in a while, particularly like if it's the same eyeshadow palette and you like the look I've created, you can also grab it out and be inspired to like recreate the eyeshadow look that I've created. So I'm really trying to deliberately like get in the process and the effort of grabbing out those old palettes in my collection and using them again. It's not really working at the moment because there's so many other videos I'm filming, and makeup look videos take me forever to edit, but I am trying. I am really trying. Question number 11 is, have you ever been pressured to purchase something you could not afford or did not need? Now that I think about it, I can't really think of a particular instance off the top of my head that I would say yes to, but probably, probably generally these days, like nowadays, I would say probably when I was first getting into makeup, I probably would have been persuaded, particularly at probably places like MAC, where like if I sat down and tried a lipstick on or something like that and the customer service person was like, that looks really good on you, I would have been like, oh really, I'm gonna buy it. So probably along that lines, yes. But nowadays, generally, I usually tell them to like leave me alone and that I'm just looking, so I can just kind of browse the store in my own comfort and at my own pace without them kind of pushing it down my throat. Number 12 is, do you purchase makeup for collector reasons? I used to be this way inclined, but then certain things, like I have, for example, 5 Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, but then I got to the point where I wasn't interested in like the one that came after, I think it was the Soft Glam. Like I wasn't interested in any of the ones that have come out since Soft Glam, so I just stopped the collection. Same with the Naked palettes, like I have Naked 1, 2 and 3, and then when I think it was Naked Heat or Cherry, one of the ones that came out, I wasn't interested in it, so I didn't buy it. The main probably one that I am collector related for is probably Juvia's Place. I have a lot of their eyeshadow palettes and I do want to have all of them. I don't need all of them, but I want to have all of them. I have most of, I think if not all, the Glaminatrix Cosmetics single eyeshadows, collections of certain things, but I'm not like, I need everything of every single brand and every single item I have in my collection. So to an extent, yes. Most of the time, no. Number 13 is, the last question is, in your makeup journey, have you become less or more consumeristic? And I feel like I definitely have become less consumeristic. I feel like once you get to the point where your makeup collection is kind of overflowing and you're struggling to find places to put it, you really get to the point where you're like, whoa up, like this needs to take a step back, and I really need to start thinking and like being more conscious about my decisions. So I definitely am at that point. I've been at that point for quite a while. And nowadays I really like to kind of ponder on my decisions for quite a while. It takes me a little while to decide whether I'm going to purchase something or not. That's probably not the best for my channel. It definitely hinders your growth if you're not buying the new makeup releases and staying on the pulse with new makeup releases. But I just don't have the income or the means to justify buying every single eyeshadow palette that's coming out and reviewing it. I don't have the space for that. I don't have the attention span for that. I don't have the patience for that. So I really like to be really conscious about my decisions and really think about my decisions before I'm buying makeup. like my most impulsive eyeshadow palette that I've bought recently is the Amy Loves Makeup eyeshadow palette. That was quite impulsive. Other than that, I think the eyeshadow palette that I brought before that, I was pondering on that decision for like almost a month before I purchased the eyeshadow palette. So I really like to think about my decisions nowadays, and I really like to decide whether it's actually going to be something that I'm going to enjoy and use before I actually purchase the product. I'm trying to be really less impulsive when it comes to purchasing makeup. Like I said, it doesn't help you grow a YouTube channel if you are trying to do that. But I think for my wallet, my own mental health, I think buying every single makeup release will drive me mental. I just don't have the time and patience. Like I said, editing a like tutorial type video where I'm doing looks takes me forever to do. So if I was doing that all the time, I think I probably would have quit YouTube by now, because I just don't have the patience to be editing looks all the time. So that is it. That's all my answers to the beauty consumer tag. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below to Hannah's video as well as Nanny's Love Child video. Make sure you let me know down in the comments box what your answers to these questions are. How are you going with your spending when it comes to beauty? And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you like me doing tag videos. Also, if you're new around here and you enjoyed this video, I hope you would consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on all my videos. I'm releasing 31 videos in December, which is a video every single day. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.